I want y'all to take a moment and think about what is the most valuable thing that you own. Is it your clothes? Is it your house? Is it a car? Is it shoes? Whatever it is, think about it. If you thought of any item or materialistic thing, what if I told you that there was something more valuable than all of that? What if I told you that that thing is your time? See, you can have all the clothes, the shoes, the money, the cars, have the biggest house, go on the most luxurious vacations, but you can lose all of that today and get it right back. Why? Because they're all materialistic, they're all replaceable. But see, when it comes to your time, you can't get that back. You can't get back yesterday, you can't get back last week, last month. Most of you remember when you were kids and you lived carefree with not a lot of homework, you could do whatever you want. Now times are different. So that's what makes your time so valuable and why it's important to learn how to manage it. Because if you can learn how to manage your time, the most valuable thing that you own, the thing that you've been given since day one, then managing your money will be easy. It'll be like clockwork. So today I'm going to show you how to manage your time so that you can become time management experts. So let's get into it. So we brought back out the whiteboard for this one. The very first step when it comes to managing your time, the easiest way you can do so is by creating a to-do list. So to-do list. All right. Now, all you have to do is think of every single task that you got to get done today. All right. If you got chores, cool. If you got to go to work, write it down. If you got school, you got homework, you got to go pick up your little brother or sister from school, whatever it is, write it down. In my case scenario, my to-do list is usually like 10 to 12 different items. All right. So write down every single thing. Here's an example. You might have school. The second one would be homework. Let's just say you had homework. Cool. For all my athletes out there, you might have practice. So you write down practice. And let's just say you had to, I don't know, clean your room, take out the trash, whatever it is. Mom's got you washing dishes. Write that down. I'm gonna put take out trash. And last but not least, for all my workers out there, you might have to go to your job, go to work. Boom, write it down. Boom. So the goal here is to just write out every single thing that you plan on doing today. That's it. So for step number 2, this one is super duper important. What you have to do is circle or put a star next to the 2 most important tasks. So there's a rule out there called the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says that 80% of the results that you get comes from 20% of the work that you put in. So in your everyday life, there's usually gonna be a good 1 or 2 things that you have to do that will get you the closest or get you the furthest when it comes to accomplishing your goals or getting closer to your dreams or whatever. So I want you to look on this list and think which of these tasks are the most important and will help me make the most progress when it comes to accomplishing the things that I want or getting the life that I want. In this case, school is mandatory, so like I will put a star next to that, mainly because you have to go to school and you gotta graduate in order for you to do whatever else you wanna do in life. Cool. So the next thing, go to work. That might be important to you. Practice, maybe, whatever it is. In this case, I'm a star, go to work because it's very important. You're going to work to stack your paper and make money, so cool. So now that you have the 2 most important tasks on your to-do list, starred or circled, now what we're gonna do is move on to the 3rd step. So in the 3rd step, what we do is we take all the tasks that we have and we schedule them out based on what time we plan on doing those tasks. So usually I like to do this on Google Calendar because it's easy. I can look at it on my computer, my phone, or my iPad, and I can just type out what time I plan on doing everything on my list. But in this case, we got the whiteboard. So when we start scheduling out our tasks, what we want to do is we want to do the most important tasks first. The reason being, as human beings, we get tired, all right? We not robots. So when we start in the beginning of the day, we usually have the most energy, unless we ain't sleep good at night. But typically the most energy you'll have is in the beginning towards the middle. So you want to do the most important tasks when you got the most energy, because that means you will be good at finishing those tasks and you'll do it at a high level, right? So what we're going to do is take those 2 important tasks and do them first. So let me show you how. So we got school, right? That's an important task. Let's say you go to school from 8 to 3:30. Cool. So we got 8 o'clock to 3:30. We got school. Bet. So then what's the next most important task? The next most important task is go to work. So we got to get to work, so we got to schedule that out too. So let's say 3:30 to 4:30, we got to go to work or whatever. Okay, cool. And let's say you got a 4-hour shift from 4:30 to 8:30. Who knows? We got the 2 most important tasks knocked out, and we have all of our time scheduled and managed. So in this case, I'm gonna exit out practice, all right, because we're only gonna go the route of the job. You could replace go to work with go to practice if you are in a sport, all right? So now you gotta get home. So boom, it might take you 30 minutes to go home, get on the train, take the bus or whatever. And now, what's left on our to-do list? We got homework. We gotta get our homework done. So let's say it takes you like 30 minutes to an hour. I'll say 30 for now. You can extend it and adjust it based on what you like or how much time you need. So from 9 to 9:30, we got homework. Again, it might take longer. You might get it done earlier. And then after that, you gotta eat. So let's say you gotta eat some dinner, 9:30 to 10:30, who knows? So we got 9:30 to 10:30, dinner. And then last but not least, so we got homework on, we got school on, we got go to work on. The last task that we gotta put on our daily log or our schedule is take out the trash. So then what we will do at 10:30, take out the trash. And this takes 5 minutes, so take out trash. And then let's just say, right, you plan on going to sleep at 11 o'clock, so you go from 10:35 to 11, get ready for bed, and then 11 o'clock, you go to sleep. All right, cool. Now, excuse the handwriting, everybody. I'll probably throw up an image on the screen for Google Docs. But boom, so now we got every task on our to-do list. We wrote it out. We starred or circled the most important tasks. And then we scheduled out each and every task based on what time we plan on getting it done. This is not that difficult. I promise you, I've been doing this for years. It's not difficult. But if you can stick with this schedule, it'll make life so much easier because you don't have to worry about and think about, oh, what do I have to get done? Oh, what did I forget? No, because you wrote it down and you scheduled it. And if you follow the schedule, it's gonna lead to success and greatness. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. So with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next unit.